Kuz, just wanted to see what stuck out to you the most as you guys try and integrate AD into the starting lineup, and if it affects the way that you play offense, defense with Drummond, all that. What's your summary so far?
Just another adjustment that we have to make, this season. Just another one, really. Playing with him is much different than not having him on the court. Something that we got to figure out offensively. Defensively, I think we'll be fine. AD is such a great communicator and cleans up a lot of things on that end. But offensively, we got to figure some more things out. We only scored 93 points with him in the lineup, and that can never happen. So, that's just the biggest thing right now for us. Just adjusting to playing with him once again.
In the second half, did you notice anything, Kuz, during those lulls offensively about why you guys were struggling to score in spots?
I think one collectively for a little junctions of the game, we just didn't hit shots. I think we got the shots that we wanted, and some of them went in and out, some of them just didn't go in. And this league is a miss or make league at the end of the day. But I think our problems were more so, from a defensive standpoint.
Oh, sorry, Kyle. We'll go with Kyle Gu next, please.
Hey, Kuz. Obviously, even though AD was a little rusty and shooting the ball, he was taking shots at the end of the game, and he's been talking to us about how a lot of you guys have encouraged him to shoot in his minutes, which are obviously limited still. Is it, on one hand, more important to get him sort of those clutch reps and at least get a rhythm for shooting the ball than maybe the result of one night's game?
I think we just got to get him up to speed in a whole. I think he's been out for 2 months. So I think that obviously there's going to be some rust, and there's going to be some with us all patience, and at the end of the day, it's Anthony Davis. He'll find his rhythm, sooner than later. And I think that tonight he looked a little bit more like himself. But still there's rust. Anytime we don't play, and this is the first time he's getting action, 5-on-5 or just really contacting those type of months. So we'll be all right though.
Okay, Dan Wyke, please.
Kuz, does seeding matter to this team? Is that something that is on your radar? Obviously, these 2 losses, Dallas is now a game and a half back. Is that something you guys are concerned about at all?
No, I think seeding is matters for a lot of other teams in the league. I don't think it matters so much for us. Obviously we're declining, and we got to just figure it out. Obviously we're getting parts back with, I don't know how many games we got, 11, 12 games left, but we just got to keep pushing, keep figuring out, get AD's legs under them, and get wins. So.
Up on that, Kyle, sorry to follow up on that really quickly. Is the confidence just from what you guys went through last year and sort of the idea that, you are getting these 2 big pieces back, and that was such a big part of the reason for the last month? Is that why seeding doesn't matter?
I mean, of course. I mean, we haven't had our 2 best players in, 2 players that, this team is built around. So, when you add those guys to the mix, and we can all go back to our programmed role, I think we'll be all right. As you see in the first half of the season, what we did to teams, and we'll get back there. We just got to get healthy. That's the most important thing.
All right, we have time for one more. We'll go with you, please.
Because you guys addressed the depth of your team in the offseason, brought in some new pieces because the bench numbers weren't all that great last year. And with that, at one point, Talon took West minutes. At one point, Andre took Mark's minutes. Tonight, Mark took Trez's minutes. How much is that on the individual player to kind of accept that and stay within the group, and how much does the group have to kind of like wrap their arms like around a guy like Trez tonight and keep him connected even though they're not getting minutes?
I mean, it sucks at the end of the day. We're all competitors and we all want to be out on the court for 48 minutes. That's just how you are if you are a competitor. And if you don't want to, then I would never want a player on my team like that. So I think that, it's all about sacrifice. That's something that I really learned about last year. I think something that I struggled with last year and, was hard on myself and down, a little bit, but I had great teammates that, stuck with me and, I figured it out. So, now's not the time to, be harping on yourself. And, if you don't play, you don't play. Just cheer on your teammate. We're trying to win championships right now. And that's the window that we're in. And it's at all costs. If you don't play, then you don't play.